We get a big inside look at the kind of people that are leading, running, and working at Palantir, and it's actually quite astonishing. But really quick, I gotta hit you with another new Peter Thiel sale, but we actually get the Form 4 release so we can see where he's actually pulling the shares that are being sold. So over the last few days between September 24th to September 26th today, he sold almost 16.2 million shares altogether, and this is between the $36 and $37 range per share. Now, the remaining Class A common stock is as follows on the right, and you'll see a bunch of other indirect holdings too, with millions of shares totaling around 83.3 million shares left. And if you go to the explanation of benefits below, you'll see under footnotes 3, 8, 9, and 10, the names of the actual holding companies that have the shares. So do as you want with this information. These are planned out trades to avoid any issues with insider trading, but some folks do see this as a sign to follow versus noise. So we'll see how it turns out depending on what you want to do. Then we got Ted Mabry, the head of their commercial business, making a really interesting post about the people at Palantir and how they're able to be the organization that they are today. So looking at the post, he notes how borderline impossible it is to keep exceptional talent together for such a long time. Essentially, companies always go through different phases, and the people also go through that as well. He notes how people staying committed through the doubts and haters, saying they were making products that were pipe dreams instead of viable for years, or being hyped up during private funding rounds and protesters against them, as well as their options going under while being private to going public, and then crashing down during the 2022s to where they are actually today, right back up. Essentially, the amount of people committed to stay is pretty extraordinary, especially when we hear about folks jumping around for something better. So maybe Palantir is just that place. Because looking at the graphic, the officers all have been there more than a decade, with Dave Glazer with the shortest tenure of them at 11 years. Then goes through a bunch of cohorts that define the long tenured employees at the company, even comparing to the average and median S&P 500 CEO tenure. And leadership wise, no doubt folks have remained aligned with the mission and journey of Palantir, and there's always that balance of finding new knowledge and talent to bring in, but also staying true to how they develop their products and the foundation around why things were built the way they were, and that's only possible with people who've stayed at the company. For Palantir, they definitely have a long tenured employee, even from the beginning, who have understanding of the journey that Palantir's products and as an organization has gone through, which just can't be replicated once it's lost. So it's always interesting for an inside look here revealed by leadership. But what are your thoughts below? And I'll see you in the next video.